related, so try and bear with me. I gotta say though, this is absolutely terrifying. Every single night before I go to bed, when I imagine other people are thinking of their future hopes and goals and aspirations, counting fluffy sheep as they jump over a white picket fence, my brain goes in a different direction. Every single night what my brain does is poke me in the back of the head saying, hey, remember every embarrassing thing that you've ever done? I have done some really bad stuff. Just quick example, not to go into details. I had a serious girlfriend for 2 weeks, and I woke up at her apartment, no idea how I got there, with urine on all of her dirty clothes and her roommate's laptop. Woo! But despite all of the ugly things that I have done, the worst feeling at all is trying to tell a joke and just getting that beat or two of people not knowing what you're talking about. Just you try to say something funny and it's just... Is he trying to make a joke there? That's, oh my goodness, that's the absolute, I mean, just imagine it for a second. Just walking into a room, naked and drunk, just stripped down to the bare of everything that is your humanity, and hoping to God that people don't mind it. That's an over-exaggeration. At least this time I'm doing it on purpose. I've had some really bad Christmases. But a little bit about myself. I used to be an English major at St. John's before I failed out and started working at McDonald's. Because, you know, I was an English major and figured why not skip the middleman. And don't let people tell you that fast food industry is easy. In the professional sector, I work as what we call a dish bitch. And the girl I work with must have hands of titanium and the engineering know-how to connect our water main to an underground pit of lava. The first time that I ever stuck my hands into that magma, she told me, just too late. Wait, it's a little hot. No. A little hot is 75 degrees if it's humid out. A little hot is leaving your heater on too long in your car. A little hot does not take off a layer of dermis. A little hot does not make your hands crack and bleed. Which is really unfortunate for me because I've had to start lotioning my left hand too. And when you're as poor and single as I am, you need to ration your lotion. Which reminds me, Valentine's Day is coming up, which, screw that holiday. 364 days out of the year, I am perfectly content with being single. Then Valentine's Day comes along like a nagging mother. You don't have a girlfriend yet? Why not? Am I ever going to have grandchildren? I can't help it. I've never been very good with the ladies. Every single time that I try to push that boundary just a little bit, something really innocent, like, hey, do you want to come over and hang out after this? Or want to catch a movie sometime? Or just drink the whole thing. It doesn't taste that weird. I always get the exact same reaction. I don't want to ruin what we already have. This is what guys commonly refer to as being in the friend zone. Or at least it would be if I actually knew the women. When complete strangers don't want to ruin what you have by not getting to know you, that starts to sting. I can't help it though. It's a great feeling, you know, just having something to warm your bed, gaze into your eyes before you fall asleep, lift up that one long hairy leg and lick her asshole. Because I like pet ownership on hard mode. Dogs are just so full of love and energy. It's like if somebody backed a truck up to your living room window and just dumped a whole bunch of small plastic balls. And yeah, living in a ball pit would be great for a while, but everybody has a bad day. And one day you're going to get home pissed off from work. You're going to try to step over whatever you've jury-rigged to keep all those balls in. And where is my remote? Something smells like shit in here. There is shit on my floor and I cannot tell where it is. Another really good parallel to having dogs. They hide that stuff. I don't know why or how, but they just do. Cats, on the other hand, are more like drinking a slushie really, really fast because when that brain freeze goes away, it feels really, really good. 75% of the time, it's just cold indifference. But every now and again, you'll have that moment where they want to curl up in your lap while you read a book, which is a good feeling. Except even then, they are ticking time bombs. Every single cat has bipolar disorder. I have been sitting there reading for hours, and all of a sudden my cat decides that page 183 is actually the devil and must be destroyed. I've lost pages to my cat's bipolar. Every single cat is a small bipolar pothead. Like, think about know what potheads do. Sleep most of the day, eat every now and again, and find mundane things so interesting that it amazes us. Same thing. I do love cats. But I'll be the first to admit that they are a poor replacement for a woman. But there is a silver lining to every single storm cloud, and mine is that I probably couldn't afford a girlfriend if I had one. They're expensive. Ice skating, eating out, going to the movies, giving her money to hang out with her friends, finding out she wasn't actually hanging out with her friends, the hospital bill for getting my ass kicked by some dude nicknamed Skeeter, antidepressants. But I digress.
Woo!
One second.
Get naked, Jacob. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna down, drink some water, man.
Thank you. It's an excuse.
Woo!
Not whiskey?
I can't complain too much though. It's my own fault that I don't have a job that can pay for a girlfriend. I did have one a little while ago. I was working as a server in St. Cloud, which is really good money. But I got fired due to a basic miscommunication. See, there were these two larger gentlemen sitting in a booth. And as I passed by, one of them told me, "We've been sitting here for 15 minutes and we have yet to be served." So I explained to him, "Sir, somebody must have been with you already because I can see that there's a menu sitting in front of you. You could probably see it too if you didn't have that third chin. Served!" Does anybody remember served? Or any of the terrible catchphrases that the 90s gave us? You go girl, don't go there girl. Poor girl must have been so confused. Talk to the hand. My personal favorite, what's that? Which was still fresh and funny after the 40th commercial that decided to use it. And the other ones, those were made by Valley Girls. We have had an era in this country, in recent history, where acting like a mentally challenged, blonde, upper-class white girl can make you popular. I don't get it, but I still don't. I mean, we've moved on from Valley Girl, but now we have hipsters and swag bros. Homelessness and date rape. We'll get to date rape in a second, ladies, but hipsters do not pretend that that is exactly the look you're going for. If you are ironically growing out a beard and shopping at Savers, you're still growing out a beard and shopping at Savers. A pair of frameless Blues Brothers glasses does not change that. And I refuse to call them anything besides Blues Brothers glasses because I liked them before hipsters took them. That's right, hipster inception. And swag. Think of frat houses for a second, just that phrase, frat house. And besides the blatant homoeroticism, what comes to mind? Flat-billed hats worn at a stupid angle, basketball jerseys with nothing underneath, red plastic cups. Now think of those. Flat-billed hats at a stupid angle, basketball jerseys with nothing underneath, and red plastic cups. Try not to think of date rape. It can't be done. I don't know. Fads come and fads go, though. Every generation has something that they're going to be remembered for. I'm pretty sure that ours is going to be internet. Because some people can't live without the internet. Isn't Facebook great? How else would I know who's feeling passive-aggressive today? Nobody cares. Can you guys do me a favor? When you go home, check your newsfeed, and if you see anything along the lines of, he would know if he just cared, or sometimes it's your best friends that stab you in the back, let them know that you actually don't care. If you have any kind of social problem, Facebook is just not the person to talk to about it. Facebook can't say anything back. And the rest of us, if you're looking for some affirmation you have friends, probably don't care. I do like Facebook though. I just wish that they would keep that off of it. I mean, let me get back to looking at my friends' pictures of cats and stalking. How messed up is that? We have gotten so integrated as a society that stalking is no longer creepy. Stalking is now a laughable hobby. Remember that cute guy from the bar on Monday? I'm Facebook stalking him. And then I'm gonna cut off a lock of his hair for my shrine. That is the full force of our social degradation. That is the epitome of what the internet is doing to us. And I love it. Because every single girl has one picture on Facebook of them in a bikini, and I will be damned if I'm not gonna find it. Guys, if you need a pointer, it's the one titled Summer-2000 whatever. I'm gonna say 9 is the cutoff if you're not a pedophile. Summer-2000 whatever with a little smiley face on it. That one will have pictures of her and all of her friends in bathing suits. And girls, I'm sorry, but if you have at least one friend on Facebook, somebody is all in a bathing suit. I would be willing to put money that there is a direct correlation between the number of male friends a female has on Facebook and the number of times that she has been looked at while wearing a bikini. But honestly, I only say that because I want girls to know it's not weird to check us out too. I mean, it's pretty irresistible. But don't leave comments. I'm looking for an ego boost here. Last time I tried this, I got a lot of nasty comments. Most of them from my mom. I guess she really doesn't like seeing her children mainline heroin, but I am not changing my profile picture. That is the best picture I've ever taken. The angle is perfect and the lighting is immaculate. I think that if a future employer ever saw that, I'd like to think that he looked past the bad focus because of my shakes and saw the artistic quality of it. That's the world I want to live in, at least. Now, I did do some research before I came up here, and every single professional stand-up comedian said, always end on your strongest material. Always end on the joke that you personally think is the funniest. Have a good night.
Yeah, buddy.
I missed some parts, but I